Often we see in this industry that a lot of young guys are taking SARM because they think it has no side effects. The wonder steroid without side effects.
So when you go down to your testosterone total, it's 21.
21?
Like your age.
And yeah, I guess that might be a lucky number.
21, you're lucky, you just turned 21 and now you're 21.
Yeah, what's the normal range?
Your normal optimal level is 700 at least. At least 700.
But it would at least be like a shitty level is like 350. Like that is like borderline hypogonadal 80-year-old man. Like 21 is literally shut down exogenous fucking drugs. Like that's what we're looking at here.
SARMs do not shut you down, right? So we can just use this, grow, and have no problems. So in this video, we will cover MK-677. What's up guys, Freddy here from wolfandzeek.com, and today we are going to talk about SARMs, MK-677. Are SARMs a safe alternative to steroids? SARMs are supposed to be the future of steroids, right? Just as much result, no needle needed, bro. No metabolic byproducts. SARMs should have fewer side effects than anabolics, and it shouldn't affect your natural anabolic hormone production as much. Sounds like a miracle cure, where you shouldn't have to worry about it for your health, right? But is it? So let's cover SARMs first. What are SARMs? Selective androgen receptor modulators are proteins that activate the androgen receptors, but cannot be converted by human enzymes as is done with androgenic anabolic steroids. There are quite a few types of SARMs available on the market today. MK-677 is one of them. Well, it's not really a SARM, but I'll explain everything. Hit the like button and subscribe guys, because we are making brain gains here. So I got this question from a client and he was asking about MK-677. So I thought by myself, it's a very good idea to cover this. Lots of young guys are using this and I think I can really give all the information that is needed. After you have watched this video, you'll understand exactly what MK-677 is, how it works, and all the side effects, blah blah blah. And of course, I do not recommend you to take it. I'm no doctor, so do not listen to me because you might probably die. So I covered my ass right there. But MK-677, also known as Ibutamoren, promotes the secretion of the growth hormone GH and increases insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1. Ibutamoren increases growth hormone levels by mimicking the action of the hormone ghrelin and binding to one of the ghrelin receptors in the brain. It stimulates growth hormone release from the brain, and clinical studies describe only one of the effects of Ibutamoren, MK-677. It has a big effect on your appetite, as expected, because it binds to the ghrelin receptor, and Ibutamoren increases ghrelin. And ghrelin is the hunger hormone. So when you're hungry, ghrelin is activated. Ghrelin is telling you you're hungry, you need to eat. Leptin is satiation hormone. So that tells you you're satisfied, you do not have to eat anymore. So ghrelin, it's a hunger hormone. It just tells your brain you're hungry. So GHSR is found in brain regions that control appetite, pleasure, mood, biological rhythms, memory, and cognition. So therefore, we can expect that Ibutamoren may also affect these functions. It increases growth hormone levels with little or no increase in other hormones, such as cortisol. And cortisol suppresses the immune system, reduces wound healing, and impairs learning and memory, and it's usually not good to have this hormone elevated all the time. Ibutamoren is frequently used as an anabolic substance to increase lean body mass. It is orally active and can be taken once a day. MK-677 stimulates growth hormone IGF-1, and via this pathway it significantly maintains your lean body mass. Growth hormone is believed by many to stimulate an increase in muscle size and strength, and the ability of MK-677 is to increase growth hormone production. It makes it a popular choice. One study studied 60-year-olds indicated that injections to stimulate growth hormones led to increased strength in thigh muscles. When it comes to MK-677 stimulating muscle growth, its results will vary from person to person depending on their exercise and even if they have health conditions, to be honest. So in another study, 24 obese men did a 2-month treatment with MK-677, and it increased lean mass and transiently increased basal metabolic rate, your BMR. So that means how much calories you burn in rest. Growth hormone is secreted by the anterior pituitary gland and in multiple pulses each day. So growth hormone is released into the bloodstream and then stimulates the liver to produce insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, which stimulates linear growth before a physical fusion and also exerts several metabolic effects throughout life. Although several clinical studies found no change in blood glucose levels, there were a couple of studies where MK-677 caused an elevation of fasted blood glucose levels and decreased insulin sensitivity. And insulin sensitivity is also very important for muscle growth. Growth hormone causes blood sugar levels to rise, which in turn requires the pancreas to work harder to compensate and release insulin to bring blood sugar levels down back to homeostasis, where you feel good, where you're not hyperglycemic. So chronic blood glucose elevation and pancreatic cell degradation is what eventually leads to type 2 diabetes. So if you're on the edge of having type 2 diabetes and your glucose is fucked, and you do not do your blood work and you do not know what is happening inside of your body, if you're almost at the edge of having diabetes, this shit can push you over the edge. So MK-677 raises blood glucose levels, which is a mechanism that is autocorrected and regulated by the pancreas in healthy individuals. In insulin-resistant individuals, MK-677 can cause reactive hypoglycemia, where sharp spikes in blood sugar can cause a pretty big level of insulin secretion and glucose uptake into the cells, consequently crashing blood sugar and causing hypoglycemia. So about MK-677, I can talk about this the whole day, but would I recommend it and would I ever take it? Or let's just say I would take it. I think I would be worse off because my appetite is already insane. Spiking that through the roof would not help my lean bulk because I'm so hungry. Maybe I can see the efficacy. Of course, I do not recommend it. Please do not take SARMs. Just do not take it. I just do not get guys who take SARMs. Just do not take it. I hate SARMs, to be honest. But if you're a fucking skinny individual, maybe it can help you with your hunger and you eat more than you normally do because you're satisfied very quickly. Maybe you can see the efficacy. And you think by yourself, well, if my ghrelin is elevated, I already eat a lot. Guys, if your ghrelin is elevated and your stomach is like about to explode, you're still hungry. Trust me, it's insane. So yeah, would I recommend it? I honestly do not recommend it. I just do not get why you would use something like this, but maybe it's just me, but it's my opinion. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you like the video, like it, subscribe, and for coaching, hit the link down below or schedule a video call with me through my Calendly link to see if the coaching is something for you, and if not, that's no problem at all. But I'll see you next time, guys. Much love.